Hello, welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn. I'm hoping that you're getting a good view. I'm thinking that I have to work right up here. Looking at my phone, it's not quite as... Anyway, I'll just know to work up here. I wonder why it's doing that. I'm just going to have a little play here. See if I can hold it up a bit, but no, it's just drooping and whatnot. Hang on. There we go, that's a bit better. Because I don't want to be stamping a million miles over. Anyway, hello. Today I have got a cute little card that I've used for a Valentine's Day card. I'm involved with a group of stampers from all over the world, and we challenged each other to send Valentine's Day cards, and this was the Valentine's Day card I have chosen, and it features the beautifully Happy Sale-a-bration stamp set, which is a level 2 Sale-a-bration stamp set. Spend $180 in Australia and you can choose this as your free gift, and it's actually a really useful stamp set because it has happy birthday, kindness, thank you, love, but what I really love, my actual favourite sentiment, is sending happy thoughts, because basically that's what we're doing when we're sending a handmade card to somebody. We're sending happy thoughts. So I've used that stamp set, which is one of our Sale-a-bration offerings, but I've combined it with the paper from the absolutely stunning Country Gingham 6x6 designer paper, which is in the Country Floral Lane suite. I love gingham, and I actually really do like petal pink as well as a colour. I have used up my first full pack of that now because I loved it so much. And the other thing my card features, so it does feature the gingham there, the other thing it features is the cane weave embossing folder, which is here as part of the Regency Park suite in there, but it's just gives a lovely effect on any sort of cardstock. So there you go, that's the introduction to my bits and pieces that I'm sharing with you today on my live video. All right, let me put them just over there for the minute and get my bits and pieces over here. So I've just got a basic white card base, which I've already scored in half, and it's got a splodge on it, but luckily that's not going to be a problem because I'm going to stick my designer series paper all over the front there. Look at that, balmy blue on one side, petal pink on the other. I could do the other way around, but I actually love the petal pink side. When I was making a bunch of these, I actually did do a couple with the balmy blue side, but my favourite is the petal pink. So I'm just going to line that up right over there. I don't often do a whole card front with designer series paper. I actually should show you the inspiration for this card. Can I remember where it came from? I think it was in this catalogue somewhere. Maybe it was... Nope, I don't know. Oh no, I don't know what the idea was, where I was inspired by. I know I was inspired by a layout in this catalogue, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm sorry, taking up your time. It was a... Perhaps it was in this section, which is why I use the Country Gingham page. There's the card that inspired me. I knew I'd find it if I fluffed around long enough. So that's why I've used paper all over the front of my card. It's not something I usually do, but because I was casing the catalogue, I thought, what a great idea. And then I've got my central panel, and they've used some paper and a mat there, and I've just used the emboss panel, and then my little heart embellishment cluster and the greeting there. So that's the card I cased to create this card. So I didn't come up with all of those ideas all by myself. I just used the amazing inspiration of our Stampin' Up! Catalogues. Oh, I should have showed you this product. This is another amazing product in this catalogue. It is the shimmer paper, and it is on page 15. It's out of the two-tone Flora suite. Here it is here. It comes in gold, fresh freesia and soft succulent. Oh my goodness, you can't tell in the photo in the catalogue, but when you see it, oh, it's beautiful, and it's embossable. It just has so much shine and shimmer, and it's really super easy to use. So I'm using that for my mat for the front underneath my cane weave, but because it's such good paper, I'm not going to waste it. So I'm just going to punch my leaves straight out of the middle of that, and also the heart as well. Now, how did I do my heart? I can't remember. I don't want it too close to the edge. Maybe I did it that way, so it's not too close to the edge, but there we go. I just want the outside edges because it's actually working as a mat for my heart that I'm going to stamp. So it doesn't matter if it's got a bit chopped off there, because I'll just cover that up. Okay, that's enough raving on, Julia. Put my leaves over there and put my mat on the front of my card with a bit of seal. There we go. Line that up. It's so beautiful. I hope the lights and the camera are picking it up nicely. And then I've got my cane weave. Now, I have a confession to make. I always have a problem with putting seal on the back of embossed panels. For some reason or other, whatever I do wrong, and I rip the back of the paper. So wherever possible, I try to put my seal on the surface where it's about to land. Okay, so there we go. Got my cane weave on that lovely, lovely, lovely paper. These are my bits for inside. Actually, what I will do now is stamp. So I've got, there's the inside of my card, just a bit of stamping, the same as the front. So I've got that for the inside, and I've got this piece and a teeny tiny piece for my greeting. Okay, so I'll just get my stamping mat in here, pop all these on there so that I can do, or I actually should have a piece of scrap paper because I'm going to overlap, aren't I? And I have stamped on here before and made a mess. So I'll just get a piece of scrap paper out of my scrap paper pile, which actually works as my list of things to do. Crossed off a few things off my list. And put my pieces of paper over the top there. I'm a compulsive list maker. I love making lists. I'm making them all the time. All right, so I've used soft suede, which is actually one of my favourite colours. Oh, there's the cane weave folder too, to show you. I just got to get all this rubbish out of the way. Soft suede is one of my favourites for just neutral stamping. I just think it's a really good colour. Not too, let me put you over on the side there. Not too dark. Fairly innocuous colour really, but it just gives a really nice effect. Okay, and here's my large floral blooms from the Beautifully Happy suite. I'm just going to pop some there for my inside piece, and then for my heart, which I've already punched out, just going to pop my flowers in there. There we go. Dunsky. Just give my stamps a quick clean because I cannot have dirty stamps. Did I do that one already? There we go. Okay, so now that's done. I'll put that on there so you can see it a bit better. What I will do, so it's just going to colour these very, very simply. I'm not going to do any wild colouring or anything. My Paw Petal Pink Stampin' Blend is looking very poorly. It's been well used, so it still has colour in it though, and this one has, so I'm just actually drawing along the lines of the flowers. That's all I'm doing on those stamped images. All of the hard work's done for you, don't have to think about it, so I'm just drawing on the lines with my brush tip edge, and those ones just have a bit of a splodge. And then with my soft sea foam, using the brush tip again so it's not super skinny or anything, just drawing on the edges, on the lines that are there for me, so no thinking. And on all the leaves, where else? I've got a leaf there. That one can be a leaf as well. There we go. And some more lines. Makes nice quick colouring, doesn't it? And a little bit on there and a bit there. There we go. That's all my stamping and colouring all done. Now it's the fun bit. So where was I up to here? It's going to put on my soft sea foam. Actually, this was another idea I got from that layout in the catalogue, is a little bit of coloured cardstock just to pick up the colour from, well, they used Balmy Blue to pick up the colour of the piece they'd used on the inside of their card, but I've used it to pick up the colour of my colouring in the soft sea foam. Now, I did have, I must have dropped some water on that, it's a bit faded, a soft suede heart, but as I said before, I'm going to use this lovely shimmery paper. Just chop him in half and put some seal all over the back here. And line up one little bit and this bit, making sure I don't expose the bit that's been chopped off. There we go. Slide that in. There we go. A little bit of shine and shimmer behind my heart. And then more seal. And I've got some gold ribbon here. This is carried over from the Christmas catalogue actually. And it's just works so nicely with this beautiful shimmer paper. So I've got that on there. And I'll just add a bit more seal, because before I add it onto my card, I want to add some gold foliage there and there. Stick that on where my seal is, and then over everything add some Stampin' Dimensionals to just lock it all in place, and also stick that onto my card. So everything's got a dimensional on it to hold it in place. Pull the backs off. Tip you guys, oops, tip you guys in the bin. And I'm just wondering, my other cards here, actually I've got it much shorter, so I'm wondering whether, yes, I do need to chop it. So I'll just trim you off there. And that's also done with some dimensionals. Actually, I should just use the edge piece of my dimensionals here. Waste not, want not. Look at my poor fingers. That there looks dreadful. It was a bit sore. It's actually a paper cut from cardboard. I bought myself a little present for my birthday coming up. And when I was opening the box, I sliced myself with the cardboard. Stupid thing to do. There we go. There's my heart. Oh, I forgot to put quick before it sticks. Oh, that one's stuck. I've got a little bit of baker's twine, white baker's twine, pretty baker's twine. Just going to stick you there with another dimensional over the top of you. Hold you in place. And then, well, obviously, there you go, that looks better. Okay, that pretty. And then I'll do the inside of my card before I do the other stuff. So this is the extra leftover piece. This piece of these papers are 6 inches by 6 inches, and I trimmed it off to the height of my card. And then this was the little extra piece, and I thought, well, you know what? It's hard to use pieces like that, except when you use them on the inside of your card, just to make it look pretty. Continue the theme inside the card so your recipient gets a lovely surprise when they open it up. And then we've got our stamped panel for inside, which actually I need to do this much closer to the edges. No, I don't, because I'm going to put these in first. 2 more bits of the gold, because you have to. I'm just going to pop that there, and then just eyeballing that. Good luck if any, oh, well, it helps with glue, Jules. There we go. Eyeballing that, and if anyone can see it's crooked, good luck. Oops. And then I've got my little piece here. There you go, that's the inside of the card done. And the last beautiful touch, going with my huge gold theme, is some brushed brass butterflies. One down here, and this is also a copy of the layout in the catalogue as well, because they had some bling wrapped around that little heart layout in the catalogue. So I just put butterfly thing. There we go. Here's my card for today. How'd I do? All the exciting dramas involved, it still came out looking pretty nice. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, poor little leaf. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm planning to come back again tomorrow. I have some projects to share with you that I did at a coffee shop this week, including this, again, using that gorgeous paper, that card and that bookmark, and another little card. So 2 o'clock tomorrow, I plan to be here. Bye bye now.